Confucius meal is all about. I'm a 29th generation Kwong dining with a 75th generation Kung. Though from different worlds, we share the same Confucian principles of cooking and dining, and that is our common bond.
手机、平板电脑、笔电、桌上型电脑，这么多台一起使用，怎么分享才足够？不用担心，光纤上网16枚，每天不到19元，再送室内免费 WiFi 分享，选择到位，生活好智慧。速拨专线89647700，或洽府上有线电视。
涨大5倍宽频最抗涨，你还在忍受 ADSL 每个月多缴近50%的网络费用吗？保障2年，16枚每月只要500元，2年省下超过1万多元的网络费用。心动不如马上行动，速拨89647700，或洽府上有线电视业者。
You aren't going to give me 100%. I'm not going to give you anything.
惊人的成果
I'm really proud of myself for doing it.
重点不在减重多少，而在减重带来的好处。
It's been so amazing. It just blows my mind.
完全改造超级减重篇，每星期六晚上9点，就在 TLC 旅游生活频道。
Contestants from 7 countries.
One of you is going to win the Fun Taiwan Challenge.
With 51 different challenges, there were cultural challenges, some with humorous results. Some contestants thrived during physical challenges. And others faltered. Strong alliances and friendships were built. But things also got a little dirty.
You're the weakest link and you should be out.
Together with 42 production crew, we filmed in 60 locations from Taiwan military bases to Aboriginal villages, traveled on 11 forms of transportation, and weathered the storm of emotions. One by one, our contestants were eliminated and said their goodbyes. And now we're down to 3, Rocky, Scotty, and Mike. Who will win the Fun Taiwan Challenge? Episode of the Fun Taiwan Challenge brings us back to Taipei, where it all began.
Hello!
Hello.
So this is it! How you feeling? Good. Feeling good? You should, because you finally survived all the way up to this point. We started off with 12, and we're down to 3 of you. You survived lots of eliminations, and at the end of this episode, we will know which one of you has won the Fun Taiwan Challenge.
I feel awesome. I feel really proud that I'm the only girl left. It It just feels like we've been on such a long journey, and finally we can see the light at the end of the tunnel.
I was really fortunate to get this opportunity and be able to be part of this show. I've had a blast. I've seen a lot of Taiwan. I love it here. The people are so nice.
Mike, you've got 13. You're in the lead. Feeling good?
Feeling extremely fortunate. Pretty lucky to be here.
Yeah? We're now about to start the final challenge. This is going to be your last opportunity to win the final points. You'll have to complete a series of missions, starting from here until the finish line where you will find me. First person to get to me, 3 points. The last person will get 1 point. The second person will get 2 points. Your mission will begin with a bus that is waiting for you at the beginning of this Chiang Kai-shek Memorial Hall. Contestants ready? See you at the finish line. Go!
Mike, Scotty, and Rocky now contest for the best seats on the tourism bus, which will carry them only as far as their knowledge of Taiwan takes them. Contestants will be asked questions pertaining to Taiwan and choose their answer by wearing either a red or blue t-shirt. Each correct answer wins them another point, but a wrong answer means that they will have to get off the bus.
We were all on the van, and what we had to do was answer questions about Taiwan.
But for some reason, I am so high-strung and nervous today. The second they handed us a tablet and said, okay, we're gonna ask the first question, I literally was shaking like this.
Congratulations, you are one of our final 3 of the Fun Taiwan Challenge, and you've made it this far. For your next challenge, you will have to answer a series of trivia questions.
So the first question on the bus was either is basketball or baseball the national sport in Taiwan?
Put on a red t-shirt if you think it is baseball. Put on a blue t-shirt if you think it is basketball.
I was just looking at the money, and there's baseball players on one of the bills. So I kind of guessed like baseball is probably going to be more of the national sport than basketball.
During the military challenge, we were on domes, and we had to select which dome, A or B, to jump on. And one of the questions was, what is the national sport of Taiwan?
Correct answer is A, baseball. And we've got Scotty.
We had that same question in the dome challenge, so without a doubt, I knew it was baseball and not basketball, so I picked the right shirt.
And then all 3 of us got the same exact thing. So it turned out, there was no difference. So all 3 of us got on the van, and it was no problem. We just kept going.
Which of these is the most common last name in Taiwan? We're red for Li, we're blue for Chen.
Then again, the second question, my hand's already shaking, I got that nervous feeling again.
My first initial thought was Lee, but then I thought, every time they say something, it's always Chang. I didn't really think of names, I just thought in normal Taiwanese Mandarin speaking, I always hear Chang.
All 3 of us actually guessed Chen, and I think nobody really had any idea, but we just guessed it.
Believe it or not, 11% of the Taiwanese population has the last name Chen. Lee only has 5%. So unfortunately, we're not all related to Bruce Lee. And I hope you're wearing a blue t-shirt.
I'm surprised that no one has gotten a question wrong yet, because if somebody did get a question wrong, we're a long ways from Taipei.
Just a lucky guess. I had no idea about the last name.
I don't know how we could have found this if we would have got the first or second question wrong.
And Scotty's in the back and look at everybody, so.
It is an advantage to sit in the back because I can see what ones you grab, but I have to wait till you actually grab it to see.
So we're 2 questions in. I think we have a 3rd question coming to us, but we've been driving for a pretty good while. I still have no idea where we're going.
Which of these photos has a product that is not made with tea?
The bottom left, I think, was preserved plums. And in one of my earlier challenges, I'd eaten a lot of those plums. I thought they were made with some kind of vinegar and maybe a sugar and salt solution, but I didn't realize that there would actually be any tea in there. So I guess that the tea was missing in those plums.
I actually chose the tea egg because I didn't know it was a tea egg. I thought the eggs were soaked in like a distilled or a diluted soy sauce.
And all of them looked pretty obvious because they were brown, and I thought that might be a trick, but I went ahead and picked the grass cakes.
is a green cake that gets its color not from tea, but from herbs and grass. Tao Gui literally means grass cake, so I hope you're wearing a blue t-shirt.
Unfortunately, that was just wrong. So Scotty and I,
we both got it wrong and both got kicked off the bus.
A wrong answer means that Mike and Scotty will only get 2 out of the 3 points in this part of the mission. And they must figure out for themselves how to get from Jilong Station to Waimusan. Rocky will get all 3 points and a ride straight to the next mission.
So please take a bus or train to Jilong's Waimusan coast. I need some money. Oh, I got a card here actually. I need to go to this place. Should I take a bus or a train? Okay, so over there, you think the 303 bus will go? 305? And it was no problem. I got to the bus station real quickly. Hi, excuse me. I think Scotty had actually gone to go to the bathroom for a break.
How do you go pee? I had to pee really bad. So I ran into the bathroom, I went pee, got back out, and then tried to find the bus. Oh, there it is right there.
It was lucky for Scotty that the bus actually didn't leave, because I was on there a good couple minutes before him, but he was sitting there on the bus just at the same time that I was when we finally left.
Meanwhile, Rocky arrives at Waimusan coastline with a 20-minute lead over the boys.
Use snorkeling equipment to search the ocean for bicycle assembly tools. Use these tools to put together your bike and then go ride to Yeiliu Geopark where you will find Janet. Well, I read the board and I was so kind of just distracted or disoriented and nervous that I didn't even realize that we were going to go fish for tools to put the bike together, and then that was going to lead us into the next mission. So I just focused on getting down there and putting my wetsuit on fast and trying to find these tools. But then I realized I don't know what kind of tools I'm looking for. I don't know what I'm doing.
When we got there, Rocky was already in the water and had already found her bag and was swimming back. And Mike immediately went down to go put his wetsuit on and get his snorkel.
I went and checked over like the first 3 bags and wasted a lot of time actually. A bunch of them actually seemed to be just empty and full of water.
I don't want it.
And then finally I found, maybe on my 3rd or 4th bag, an actual bag of tools.
And I stayed up trying to get the tubes on my tires ready to assemble the bike because I knew that the tires are always a pain in the butt to put without any tools before I even found it. And then I figured out that it was just, I was frustrated and it was taking too long. So I got in the water, I suited up in my swimsuit. I knew that Rocky had got her bag in the first little strip, and Mike was swimming through all of those, and he was almost done checking them. And so there was a little pool off to the side where you had to climb over some rocks and then jump in the pool. And I figured that the last bag would be there. So when I got on the rocks, I yelled up to Rocky, who was working on the bike, and I said,
Rock, did you already check in here?
No.
So I found that right off the bat. And by the time I got back to the spot where we put on our gear, Mike was already going up, and so at this point I was way behind.
It's a tough job, but someone's got to do it. The food here is so good. Oh my goodness, I'm a crazy man. I just compare myself to zucchinis. He's small, it doesn't grow bigger. Not anymore. Work the magic, baby. It's only a cooking show. You're blowing my mind.
街头小吃全新一季4月5日星期五起就在 TLC 旅游生活频道。
香奈儿全新24小时连续净白，精华液结合夜间密集修护组，全日长效断黑，夜晚加强净白，加倍绽放白皙珍珠光感。Chanel Le Bon。
你刷牙发现流血吗？那你该知道它与它的不同，在于牙周氏牙龈护理牙膏，含70%的专业成分，专门帮助改善牙龈流血问题，可能会导致它与它的不同。牙周氏牙龈护理牙膏，给刷牙时发现流血的你。
我的病历表比我的身高还高，6年来不断复发，只求过一天算一天。真的很感谢训练，现在只有旅游书比我身高还高了。
更多生命奇迹在训练持续发生中。
说他有2个生日，一个是他出生那天，另一个是他找到训练的那天。真的很感谢训练，让他拥有第2个生日，未来还有好多生日要过。
更多生命奇迹在训练持续发生中。
As cool as a tree, as scary as the sea, as hot as fire, cold as ice, sweet as sugar and everything nice. I wanna be is everything at once.
画像我的亲自下厨
买油我一定选得意的一天青春3元素葵花油，它老老实实做好油，莫掺莫染未变质，莫掺棕榈油，莫染沙拉油，100%葵花油含丰富的青春3元素：叶黄素、叶绿素、贝塔胡萝卜素。做油叫过来，特地拢实在。得意的一天，真诚实。
Our mission ain't survival, it's retaliation.
开春最强动作巨片《正邪大战》3D 震撼登场，特种部队2正面对决，现正热映中。
您喝过没？台糖活力人参饮，它含有人参萃取精华及台糖生技独特的大豆生态，加倍补充体力，够心态都爱金币。台糖活力人参饮，为人生加把劲儿。
日立冷气大赠送，高品质的冷气送您世界名牌好礼，日立变频冷气销售第1。
Mike and Scotty are currently behind Rocky in our very last challenge. Mike has already found his tools, leaving Scotty in the water and in last place.
I got a bike kind of recently in Boston. You know, I know how to ride it, but that's about it. I don't really know anything about the maintenance. I don't know how to assemble it. Ideally, it wouldn't have been my first experience trying to do all this stuff because it took a really, really long time. Once I figured out generally where stuff went, I put in the tires the wrong way. Scotty, I think, has a lot of experience, certain things like this. He does a lot of mechanics, and I think he's assembled bikes before. So he was pretty on top of what he was supposed to do. I think he got a little frustrated because at one point he popped the inner tube of his tire.
Just popped my tube. But I was looking at Mike, I was looking at Rocky. They were both helpless in that challenge. They didn't know what to do. They didn't know how to do it.
I have no idea what I'm doing.
The only bikes I use are spin bikes, and obviously I don't have a spin bike here.
I was trying to use the tool, but I was using the tool incorrectly. You're supposed to take the tool and pop the tire in like this, and I was taking the tool and kind of like a can opener trying to finesse the tire into the rim, and that's totally the wrong way.
All I know is my hand's bleeding. I've been taking chunks of my hand off.
I was getting blood everywhere. My knuckles were all scraped up, and I was just like, so frustrated. And after breaking 2 of the tools on the tire, I realized that I was doing it very wrong.
Rocky and Mike kept going back and forth to the display bike to see what to do, and I already knew exactly what to do. I only checked the display bike twice to figure out some minor details, but for the most part, I didn't need the display bike. I knew how to put it all together, and I moved through that part of the challenge very fast. Oh, okay. After I had got checked off and my bike was completely assembled, I was running away and Rocky asked me the same question, how to get the back tire on.
This part has to slide in these two parts. You should take this off first. It's the easiest way to do it.
Oh.
Take this out.
Take this off?
This.
And during my explanation how to get the back tire on, Mike came over from his table to try to listen how to get the back tire on. So I think that stumped both Mike and Rocky, and I tried to help Rocky as much as I could, and she said she had it, and Mike was sitting there listening to my instructions to Rocky how to get the back tire on.
Thanks.
Is that all you need?
Well, because this wire's on the outside. Is yours on the outside too?
Is that all you need?
Yeah, is yours on the outside? Oh, I didn't see it as
Yeah, it is. Okay, good luck, guys.
Thanks.
All right, thanks. Scotty finished a while before us, and then Rocky and I finished, within minutes of each other. Rocky finished maybe like 1 or 2 minutes ahead. Okay, thank you. Once we had our bikes assembled, we had to bike all the way to Yellow Geopark.
The ride on the bike was beautiful. The bike ran so smoothly. I loved that bike. The uphill part really killed me. Halfway up the hill, I had to jump off and just push my bike. Walking in this hill is still... But I really wasn't nervous because I knew I was a ways ahead of the other contestants, so I was just enjoying my time, enjoying the scenery, looking at the coast and having fun with the challenge.
First, I was really excited that I saw the bikes. At the gym, that's what I do every day, so I thought, this is my challenge. But, I was going at a good pace, and right before we get up the hill, I'm like, what's wrong? What's wrong?
Ah! My shoelace got wrapped around my gears.
I have to stop, undo my shoe, and retie it.
Not what I wanted to happen.
Mike and Rocky are in position and fighting for the last few points of the challenge. Any slip-ups or delays could be the difference that leads to a second-place win.
Geopark!
Scotty arrives at Yelio, but Mike and Rocky have closed in on his lead. It's going to come down to this crucial last part of the mission.
I can't find Janet. I think Janet's at the very end because I can't see her from here.
There's a bike!
Hey, welcome!
I'm back! I made it!
You made it. This is the beautiful Yelio. What do you think? It's not bad, right?
It's very beautiful. I love it here. Especially because I'm the first one to see it.
You are. So congratulations. You will get an extra 3 points. I've already added your 2 points that you got from your bus challenge. So you will get another 3 points. You're now currently tied with Mike for 15 points. You did it.
I arrived at the Geopark within a minute or two of Rocky, but then she was already running and I saw her running. I was trying my best to catch up to her, but it just wasn't enough of a running.
Okay, good job, good job.
Mentality, man.
All right, it was a very close call. Rocky, you have 11 points now. You get 2 more points, so we'll be switching that out. 13. Mike, you'll get 1 extra point. So you have a total of 16. You are still in the lead, followed by Scotty with 15 points and Rocky with 13. Like I said, this is your final mission, your final physical challenge. We're now going to use these points to determine in the next game who is going to win the Fun Taiwan Challenge.
I had a great time, and this last challenge was one of my favorites, so I had a blast.
I was almost eliminated I was like ounces of soybean away from being eliminated in the second episode.
Camille does not have enough. We have Mike back. Mike,
has 1.5.
And then there were just so many other times I went in all these elimination challenges and somehow just barely survived it all. It's definitely like I'm very thankful to have had the opportunity to go see so much of Taiwan, do all these awesome challenges.
We still don't know what the points are for, though, so there's always a twist. There's always a twist. I was hoping that it would be the handicap where you get to start, kind of like golf or bowling, which would mean I'm at the same even playing field as the two boys.
香奈儿全新24小时连续净白，精华液结合夜间密集修护组，全日长效断黑，夜晚加强净白，加倍绽放白皙珍珠光感。Chanel Le Bon。
人们的生计仰赖商业的发展，在不确定的年代，我们努力确保贸易顺畅，各行各业蓬勃运作，守护安稳如常的生活。渣打银行一心做好，始终如一。
尤加利是植物啊！
全新雷达尤加利系列，含天然尤加利精油。
雷达含尤加利，
看我雷达强效威力！雷达尤加利一体电蚊香，保护家人，有效杀虫，保护家人。雷达尤加利系列。
30电机静音大师，哇哦！
现在买就送您2000元悠游卡哦。
三菱電機。
25年来，为了更加圆满，我们总是比别人多做一点，多一点创新，让你更便利；多一点透明，让你不吃亏；多一点保障，让你更放心；多一点关怀，让社会更温暖；多做一点，多想一点。当大家都说好，这就是圆满。因为永庆更加圆满。
你的拇指可以从这里到这里，这个更大的荧幕，一手掌握刚刚好。你会说，这或许是个惊人的巧合，但对我们来说，手机能一手操控是理所当然的。它应该就是这么简单。中华电信 iPhone 限时聪明购，4月底前买 iPhone 5立刻省1000，申办新经济专案 4S 最高省2000，想要够聪明，现在就购！
儿子，你就不能帮老爸争点气？
快拿去买，别让你爸爸知道。
爸爸今天很高兴。
即使紧张忙碌，也莫忘这一天。追思祭祖，尽在旺旺中。
This is it. Elimination after elimination, and then a battle for points have led Mike, Scotty, and Rocky to the final game. The points that the contestants have earned in challenges are now lit up as lanterns. They'll be asked questions pertaining to what they've learned throughout the challenge. One lantern will be dimmed for each incorrect answer. Once all their lights are dimmed, that contestant is out. Mike leads with 16, followed by Scotty's 15 and Rocky's 13. Last one standing is our champion.
So far in the challenges, you've had 77 days of filming, 51 challenges. You have taken 11 forms of transportation. Do you remember what they are? Scotty, you're thinking through your head right now.
Bus and van.
All right, Rocky, you raised your hand. Any more?
We took a raft and we took an airplane to get to Lanniu.
Very good. Mike, do you got 2 for me?
Tandem bicycle, motorized bicycle.
Okay, but that's not my question. The first question is about the transportation that involves roads. What is the highest speed limit that you can drive in Taiwan? A, 100 kilometers per hour. B, 110 kilometers per hour. Or C, 120 kilometers per hour. Please move to your platforms.
I was thinking that it was 60 before he said the numbers.
I was like, I have this. We can't go over 40 on our scooters.
Yeah, exactly.
The correct answer is 110 kilometers per hour. Rocky, Mike, you're safe. Scotty, unfortunately, you lose 1 point. Next question. In Zhanghua, it was the lion dance. Do you remember that?
No.
Okay. Mike, nodding.
You had to pick up Danny. How can you forget that?
Oh, yeah, I remember that one.
He landed on your head.
Oh, Danny, you got it.
I'm sorry.
Stand down.
I'm so glad that I don't have to lift Danny.
By the end of the challenge, my back was broken.
The next question does pertain to the lion dance. In ancient times, what was the original purpose of the lion dance? A, a form of entertainment. Was it B, a prayer for wealth? Or was it C, was it casting out of the devils? Please go to your platforms now. The correct answer is C. It is to cast out the devils. Now, Rocky, you chose A, a form of entertainment. You'll lose 1 point.
With that, Rocky is down to 10 lanterns. Mike currently still has the lead with 14, and Scotty is holding strong with 12 lanterns.
Your next question. In the Fun Taiwan Challenge, we have gone to several of the outer lying islands. Had fun in Jingmen and also on, let's hear you say it, Scotty.
Lanyu.
Just say Orchid Island. It's so much easier for you.
It's crazy, they never understand when he says Lanyu until he goes, Lanyu. Every time.
So you've been telling your friends, your local friends, that you've been going to Lanyu.
Lanyu. And they're like, where? Lanyu. Where? Lanyu. Oh, I love that place. It's beautiful. I don't hear the difference, but apparently it helps when I create tensions.
When you go,
You.
All right, well, these are some of the most beautiful islands. I know I personally loved Lanyu. The next question has to deal with some of the other islands that are around Taiwan. These islands are mostly formed how? From what? A, from volcanoes. B, from coral reefs. Or C, from continental shifts. Please go to your platform. Okay, Rocky, you got a little moment of hesitation there.
I was thinking that they have been formed by most of the volcanoes, but for a second I wanted to take a risk and guess coral reefs. But then I decided, might as well stay on A.
And Mike, you?
I think I just read that a lot of the Taiwanese islands are made from volcanoes.
Okay, well, congratulations. It is, in fact, volcanoes. So everybody is correct. That is also why Taiwan has a lot of hot springs. So if you go to the islands, there are, in fact, lots of in the ocean hot springs, which is a very rare thing that you'll find around the world. Next question. In your challenges in Miaoli, one of them was making tea. There's a very interesting local Hakka tea. Do you remember what the ingredients of the tea were?
Oh, God.
Black sesame, white sesame, peanuts, pumpkin seed, sunflower seeds.
And the question is, what is Taiwan's most famous tea? Is it A, oolong, B, pu'er, or C, lei cha? Please go to your platform now. Okay, Mike taking one big step towards B. Can you tell me why you chose pu'er cha?
Just guessing.
Anybody else?
All of our hotel rooms, they give us packages of oolong tea.
Nantou is famous for its oolong tea and for its black tea as well. And also in Alisan, which is famous for oolong tea. The correct answer is A. So unfortunately, Mike, you'll be losing 1 point. All right, this next question, you should have very fond memories.
You had a haka performance. Do you remember your lines?
oui en li et tong che vong.
骗把你人太邪言。
阿弥陀佛。
东方石定晴天年。
骗把你人太邪言。
太邪言。
Knocking something.
丁内对口来学学，来学学。
You had the best lines of the haka play. You had very, very easy lines. Now the question is, what was Anna's role in the haka performance in Miaoli? Was it A, 蝙蝠代贤? Was it B, 乌鸦代贤? Or was it C, 狐狸代贤?
I can tell you exactly what she looked like.
Yeah,
I know. We all know what she looked like.
I can almost actually memorize her fight scene with Jess.
With some black stripes on the face.
Yeah, with a white or a silver spear with little.
And she was supposed to be so mean, and then she'd be like, la 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 la. You're like,
我已经上hand到红旗。
中华更有中茶烟。
动傻眼。Please go to the platform. Only Scotty has moved to B. The correct answer is 乌鸦代贤.
Oh, that's right, Scotty.
Oh. All right, Scotty. Congratulations, you get to keep your point. Everybody else, you will be losing 1 point. Please go back to A. We'll continue with the haka questions. In the same haka opera, whose weapon was a double hammer? A, 乌龟代贤. Was it B, 蝙蝠代贤? Or was it C, 乌鸦代贤? Please go to your platform now. Okay, Rocky, you've moved to B, which is 蝙蝠代贤. The correct answer is A. Rocky, you lost another point.
You got him.
It's Betty's character, right?
Yeah, that was Betty's.
And so they were partners. Yeah.
And then people asked her if she was a guy or a girl.
Yeah.
And then she
had a turtle on her face.
I wasn't really happy about the way I had to be dressed. So for my character, the turtle guy, he does a few flips and somersaults, but I'm glad we did well.
Next question is a bonus question. And this is where you will be taking a risk. You can either risk 1 or 2 points. If you get it correct, you'll get a bonus of either 1 or 2. However, if you get it incorrect, you will be losing not only the 1 point for getting it wrong, but also either the 1 or 2 extra points that you are risking. Which city has the most historical sites in Taiwan? Would anybody like to take?
2.
Mike is taking 2 points. Scotty going for 2 points. Rocky?
As well. I'll go for 2.
Right now, we have all 3 contestants going for 2 points. The question again, which city has the most historical sites in Taiwan? A, Tainan. B, Taipei. C, Kaohsiung. Please move to your platform now. Everybody has stayed at A, which is Tainan. However, Taipei has more historical sites. All contestants will now lose 3 points. Rocky, you have 4 points left.
With only 4 lanterns left, there's not much of a chance here. My dim little light's not shining too bright, but I'm having a good time, and I hope that Scotty, who by luck I feel like is getting these questions right, I hope he can hang in here and still protect the house and maybe come back with a win.
Currently, we have Rocky. You have 4 points, trailing a little bit. Then we have Scotty. You have 8 points. You're doing very, very well. I'm sure better than you expected.
Much better.
And Mike, you're still in the lead. You have 10 points.
I'm doing much better than I expected myself to do.
I'm a little surprised that Scotty's doing pretty well. I've been rooming it with him almost this entire time, and I don't think he really tries to learn that much about the places that we go. I mean, he's pretty good at the challenges.
I'm really impressed with Scotty's performance because he is really, really good at the challenges, really, really good at physical stuff, but he doesn't really pay attention. He doesn't know where we are. He doesn't know what day it is. He doesn't know what he's having for lunch in his box lunch. He just eats it. And so, you know, he's just been really lucky, I guess, and good for him.
Your favorite episode so far, from what I've heard, has been the military challenge in Taiwan.
The most memories I have from any of the challenges is still the military base. I think that was consistent with almost all the contestants. We all loved that challenge.
You can do this! Right now.
Go, you can't stop. You can't stop.
No, you
gotta keep going.
Just keep going. You can do it. Yes, you can. Stop. You can do this.
Because unless you're serving in the military, I don't think there's a way that you can just walk in there and say, hey, I want a tour of your military base. So I think it was a really special opportunity to go to the military base.
And I really enjoyed it. I really got into kind of like the character of being in the military.
We're really good at seeing how we all worked as a team. We were all working together, and it was a great time. I had a blast on that challenge.
Which of the following behavior is not allowed in the military camp? A, wearing shorts. B, eating. C, being topless. Everybody have your answers?
No.
Contestants ready? Please move to your platforms. Scotty, you've chosen B, eating.
I remember trying to sneak food and getting yelled at from some of the sergeants because I was very hungry and I knew that I would need to eat throughout the night. And so I tried to sneak food out of the common or the cafeteria.
Okay, the correct answer is topless. Scotty, sorry, you're going to lose another point. This next question is a bonus question. Yulin produces what percentage of the total output of watermelon in Taiwan? Rocky, you have 4 points. This is the only way you can make any points back.
You going big or going home?
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and risk it.
How many would you like?
2.
Wow, Rocky making a very big move and going for 2. All right, everybody else is going for 0. Rocky making a big move. Yunling produces what percentage of the total output of watermelon in Taiwan? A, 10%. B, 25%. C, 40%. Please go to your platform. Rocky, you're the only person at B, which is 25%. If you get this wrong, you will have 1 point left. Yunling was your fruit challenge. You had lots of challenges, including one with watermelon that you had to cut and eat into certain characters. Yunling produces a quarter of the watermelon in Taiwan. Congratulations.
I thought I was a goner.
You get 2 points on that question. Congratulations, boys. You'll be losing 1 point each. Rocky, you're back at 6 points with a big move. You are now tied with Scotty at 6. Mike, you have 9. Moving on. Nantou was one of our challenges. We visited a lake, and in the lake there was a tower, which was built in memory of who?
Is it going to be the question? Because I'll tell the answer.
No, go ahead. Tell me the answer.
His mother.
Yeah, that was one of the crossword questions, and Chiang Kai-shek did build it for his mother. The question is, how well were you paying attention when you were climbing the tower? Which decoration is hanging on the eaves of the Tsen Tower of Sanun Lake? A, bird. B, dragon. Or C, wind bell. Please move to your platform. Once again, we have both of our boys, Scotty, Mike, choosing B, and Rocky going to C.
Well, I'm hoping I'm right, but part of the chapter that I read about said, as a tourist, it's really important to ring the bell outside, so I would assume that the decoration inside would be the bell.
Scotty, why did you choose dragon?
I actually remember what Rocky said. There was a big drum. I don't know if that's considered a bell, but I would assume that there was a wind bell though, because it was really windy there too, and it's right on the top of a peak, and so it would make sense to put a wind bell there. But I think during the counting of the chain links, I remember seeing a dragon, maybe.
The correct answer is the bell. So Rocky, you're on a roll right now. You'll get to keep your points. Scotty, you're losing another point. You have 5 points. Mike, you've also lost another point. You are at 8. Next question. In one of the challenges, you got to enjoy a very nice view. You got to walk around. It took a while for you to finish this challenge, but hopefully you had fun. You were looking for numbers. Which of the following was not one of the 8 famous landscapes in Rayleigh? A, Swallow Cliff. B, Bat Cave Millennium. Or C, Lover's Bridge. Contestants, please walk to your platform. Seem to have a trend here. Rocky choosing very differently from the other 2 contestants.
I think I definitely remember seeing the Bat Cave, and I don't think the bridge is called Lover's Bridge.
Okay, Taiwan has lots of Lover's Bridges, but it is not one of the landscapes in Rayleigh. So, Rocky, congratulations. Once again, you're correct. And unfortunately, boys, Swallow Cliff was one of the landscapes. You did find one of the cards there. Still at the Rayleigh Youth Trail, what number was represented by the grapes? A, 5. B, 6. C, 7. Please move to your platform. It is 7. There are 7. So, Mike, unfortunately, you lost another point. You are at 6. Mike, Rocky, you're both tied at 6. In Kaohsiung, you had an MRT challenge where you had to go around and meet people.
Where are you going?
你要去学校吗? Can I go with you? Where are you going?
Do you speak English? No. No one wants to talk to me.
I need to go to the museum. Somebody take me to the park.
In this challenge, Mike, you actually beat me, so you got double the points, which was very, very helpful.
Winner right here. Double points. I'm more fun than you. I'm way more than fun than
Oh, man. Now let's see how well you remember where you were. Datong Station was the beginning of the challenge. Welcome to Kaohsiung. It was on the orange line. What was the number? Was it A, 012? Was it B, 013? Or was it C, 014? Contestants, please walk to your platform.
I didn't spend enough time on the MRT.
And Mike, you actually spent at the very beginning of the challenge a lot of time on the orange line.
But it was the other end of the orange line.
Ah, okay. Mike, you're not correct. The answer is B. It was orange 13. Mike, you'll lose a point. You are at 5 points. That means Rocky with 6 points. From the last person to now the first place. You're currently in first place. Next question. We visited a lot of temples. You've already seen the Matsu Temple. You've already talked about the Confucius Temple. What do the people worship in the Zupu Temple? Is it A, ancestors? Is it B, Matsu? Is it C, ghosts? Please walk to your platform. Rocky, Mike, you've both chosen C, which is ghosts. Scotty, you chose A, ancestors. The Zupu Temple is where y'all did the offering challenge, and that was an offering to the ghosts. So the correct answer is C. Scotty, you will lose another point. You now have 1 point left. Scotty, this next question could be your last. You must get it correct to stay in the game. We're going back to the island of Lanyu. You had to use a map to solve and complete a series of missions all around the island. There's 6 villages that belong to the Tao people on the map. Of these 6 villages, which one is located on the north of the island? Was it A, Iraraile, B, Iranamulek, or was it C, Yayo? Please walk to your platform.
Total guessing. Yeah, I have no idea. No idea.
Everybody has chosen a different village. Only one of you is correct. Scotty, if you're not correct, that means this is your last question. You will be out. The correct answer is Irarale. So Scotty, unfortunately, that is not the correct answer. That was your final point, and you're out of the challenge. Rocky, you also lose 1 point. Scotty, you are one of our toughest and strongest competitors. People were scared to have you on the opposite team, but they were happy to have you on their team. Unfortunately, that was your last question, that is your last challenge, and you are out.
I was the first one out of this challenge, which didn't surprise me. Coming into the challenge, I was pretty certain that I wasn't going to do well. My prediction was that I was going to actually get every question wrong. So I surprised myself. I did much better than I thought I was going to do.
Next question. In one of the elimination challenges, you had to see the face masks, different masks of the Chinese opera. Each color, each face represented something else. What does the red face represent in Chinese opera? Is it A, anger, B, justice, C, bravery? Please go to your answer. Surprise, nobody chose anger, because red is normally associated with anger. In Chinese opera, the red face represents justice. Mike, you will lose 1 more point. You now have 3 points. Rocky, you're still in the lead with 4.
何必只钟情衣服？当你可以拥有更多。
Making a shoe is an art.
It's so Euro trash, I can't even handle it. 决战时装配件，每星期三晚上10点，就在 TLC 旅游生活频道。
我爱的那些女人有不同的美，很聪明，也很糊涂，很实际，也很爱做梦，很脆弱，也很坚强，很自信，也很温柔。发现你的美，爱上你的 style。Samsung Galaxy Note 2。
光靠 DHA 帮助学习，真的够吗？雅培 HiQ Plus 唯一拥有 PhD 好灵活 ，DHA 好学习 ，GOS 好消化，雅培黄金学习方程式完美组合，缺一不可。
宝宝的精灵表现，天天看得见。
雅培幼儿恩美丽。
有迷你云，拍照甩电视，录影甩电视，学影片滑电视，滑手机听音乐。有迷你云，手机就是我的电视遥控器，甩就对了。
一起体验吧。
你在看25岁的照片，感叹青春流逝，我却要 hold 住25岁青春。Olay 多元修护日霜，一瓶对抗细微毛孔等7大岁月痕迹，要 hold 住我的25岁青春，一瓶就够了。精装升级 Olay 多元修护日霜。
你尽心保护家人，但他们真的安全，远离马桶的细菌吗？
威猛先生洁厕冻，防止污垢细菌附着，轻推紧粘马桶壁，每次冲水持续清洁，让细菌无处可藏，马桶清洁卫生。威猛先生洁厕清香冻。
后卫端，
有老公。
救我！
有京都念慈庵枇杷润喉糖，润一下袂会大。天然的上滋润。
香死！
来，切酱。
卖吃我啦，吃京都念慈庵枇杷润喉糖啦。
有时阵开花期较好。
买屋第一站，住商 I can go。买屋第一站，住商 I can go。
小美，你有魔法吗？你不戴帽子，不撑伞，却美得像苹果一样，水亮水亮，真想咬一口。
我有美丽的秘密，天地合补美容饮，含有珍贵的赛洛美，滋补了我的脸，这么明亮，我好喜欢我自己。
我已经爱上你了。
我的美丽秘密，天地合补美容饮。
Fun Taiwan Challenge is down to Mike and Rocky. Mike only has 2 points left, and Rocky, after taking a big risk, is ahead with 3 points. These final questions will determine our champion, and it's anybody's game.
In these past 2.5 months around the island, you've been to several temples. You've met and seen lots of gods. Some of you might have even prayed to them. One of them was the Wind Lion God. How well do you remember what they were holding? What is the thing that the Wind Lion God will not hold in his or her hands? Is it A, a sword? Is it B, an umbrella? Or is it C, a pen? Please walk to your platforms. Rocky, you've chosen an umbrella.
It just seems too obvious.
Mike, why would you choose pen?
I don't know, like I thought the Wind Lion God, the point of them was to kind of protect the cities. Not sure what a pen would do.
However, the correct answer is umbrella. So Rocky, you are correct. Mike, you will lose a point. You have 1 point left. This could be your last question. In Taiwan, you have interacted with several different cultures, the Aboriginals, Taiwanese, and the Hakka in Miaoli. What does the name Hakka mean? Is it A, family? Is it B, friend? Or is it C, guest? Please go to your platform. This is the last question. Mike, if you get this wrong. The Hakka people are not too dissimilar from you, our visitors from abroad. In fact, Hakka literally means our guests. So the Hakka people have been guests around the world until they've settled here in Taiwan. So Mike, congratulations. Hanging on there, hanging on. The correct answer is C, Hakka does mean guests. You're still in the game. And Rocky, now you're down to 2 points. Who is the last person you want to see win the Fun Taiwan Challenge?
It just surprised me how many people want to see me go. I'm going to be careful what I say to people. I'm going to be careful how I help people. I mean, after all, they did vote that I was the most conniving and the most contestant willing to step on somebody else to win. So I guess now I really have to show them that I'd step on them to win. You're the weakest link and you should be out.
The next question has to do with Orchid Island. The Tao tribe place symbolic decorations on the bow and the stern of the canoe. The feather. Remember the feathers. All right, red team. According to Tao tradition, it is terrible luck for the headpiece of your boat to fall or to break. You've flipped over at least 4 times in your boat, and you only found 2 bags. The feathers come from which of the following birds? Is it A, the lanyu owl? Is it B, the chicken? Or is it C, the eagle? Right, Mike, you have 1 point left. You must get this question correct to stay in the game. If you get this question wrong, Rocky, you will have won the Fun Taiwan Challenge. Please walk to your platform now. Both of y'all have stayed an owl?
I don't know.
The owl is a very important animal to the Tao. If the owl lands on your roof, it is supposed to mean bad luck. The feathers on the boat come from the chicken. Both of you are incorrect. Rocky, that means you are the winner of the Fun Taiwan Challenge. Congratulations. All right, come on down, the three of you. Join me in the middle.
Congratulations.
Rocky, good job.
Against all odds.
Good job, Mike. You really hung in there. Rocky, you're crying.
Just shake it.
Congratulations. You get a little trophy. Thank you so much. Tell us how you feel really quickly.
Amazing. I feel absolutely amazing.
Rocky, congratulations. You have officially won the Fun Taiwan Challenge.
Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. I'm gonna start crying again. I can't believe this experience. I can't believe that it's over now. I can't believe that I won. I can't believe the experiences we've had. Pour some out for the homies. It feels so good. Oh my God. At first I was just kind of overwhelmed with emotion. I'm kind of in shock and a little teary-eyed, and now I'm like, I won!